Vlogmas, happy Vlogmas, happy Bookmas, whatever you want to call it. Welcome to that. So today is Monday and I know that we're going to watch the Croatia game in the World Cup at 4. But I have been reading A Winter's Promise by Christelle Dabos, which is so exciting because I wanted to read this last year in the winter, especially around Christmas. I just got my Kindle and I didn't end up purchasing it, but now it's on Kindle Unlimited, which is so exciting because it feels free, even though I technically paid $10 for it because I haven't read a Kindle Unlimited book this month. But anyways, it feels free enough. So that's really exciting. So this book is, I guess, book 1. I don't know how many there are. It might be a trilogy, but it is about a young woman named Ophelia, which I love that name. And so basically she works in the archives with her family member, and she is basically telling him that she will be married off to some man in the pole, which is basically like the North Pole, but they just call it the pole, and it's apparently far away from where she is. So that's basically how the book is starting off. I don't know if it's technically YA, but it is really easy to read through. I am on page 33 and 7% done. So it's telling me that it will take 6 hours and 38 minutes to finish the book, which is not bad. I think there's about 400 pages. So anyways, I thought I would read this in this reading vlog because it is very wintry. I mean, it's basically the North Pole, so that's what I'm going to read this week. And then I'm also gonna do like a 48-hour readathon of just Christmas romances soon, which I'm really excited for. But right now my plans are to read this and to watch the Croatia game and walk around because it's a beautiful day. So those are my plans for today, but now all my plans are is to eat this beautiful apricot muffin and watch other people's vlogmases. And if you have any vlogmas recommendations that are also bookish, let me know, because I feel like it's kind of lacking. Like my subscriptions, a lot of people that I followed really religiously like would watch their uploads when it came up on my subscription feed as it did. They haven't been uploading as much, which is kind of the reason why I've started YouTube more, is because I haven't had stuff to watch, so I just thought to do it. But anyways, if you have any bookmas recommendations or just channels in general, because I'm looking for more. Okay, I'll check in later. Hello, so I just finished my November wrap up and edited it and uploaded it. Edited it and uploaded it. And now we are going to watch Croatia versus Japan. Sort of delinquent in vlogging because the World Cup, and I had an interview that didn't go well, so I was just like anxiety ridden and didn't read a lot. But now it's raining, it's actually thundering out, and my partner left for a work trip, so I am home alone and I really want to keep reading A Winter's Promise. So I am 20% of the way through on page 92 and about 5 hours and 23 minutes left of the book. So, okay. So this story, I love thunder. I love thunderstorms so much. It was so funny as a kid at summer camp, there would be those kids that would be afraid of thunder, and I never understood why, because I just love it. Like, I love it. I love when it's super close too. It's just so fun. It's such a fun part of nature that we can experience. So anyways, that's happening right now. So I'm very into the reading mood. I want to cultivate it and start reading. Okay, so I am about 35% of the way through A Winter's Promise, and it still is giving me ACOTAR vibes. There are a lot of parallels, especially because she's at the pole, which is very wintry and atmospheric, which is reminding me a lot of The Night Court. And there is an exact plot point parallel, because they're both told to not leave the premises because it's dangerous, yada yada. And what do? They both have left and kind of figure out why they've been told not to leave. So I am really interested in these mystical elements that Ophelia has, like being able to travel through mirrors and feeling the history of certain items just by holding them. So I'm hoping that the author really flourishes these ideas, because that is something that I would be interested to read more about. So I will continue reading and check in later. To try to go to sleep, but I did make it to about 50% of A Winter's Promise, and I actually am really enjoying it. It's growing on me. I put on some dark academia classical music without lyrics, with some ambiance, just flying through it. I'm finding it entertaining. I do want more of a romance. I wasn't sure if I was looking forward to it, but now that it's 50% of the way through, and I feel like there should be more progress than there is. So on that front, it's a little iffy. Maybe if it got to the romance too soon, it would be boring. So anyways, I am really liking it. I'm just like powering through and like really engrossed in the story when I read it. I really feel transported, and the language is very descriptive, and I love all of the settings that are described. So those are my thoughts before I go to bed, and I will wake up in the morning and read more. Okay, good morning. I just woke up, and I just want to share something really exciting. I have a ripe avocado, which is so exciting because after I moved out of the US, I lived in Greece for a few months, and now I'm in Croatia. It's really hard to find good quality avocados. So like you'll buy an avocado, you'll think it's ripe, you'll open it, it won't be ripe, or like one day it'll just be like really mushy, like way past its prime. It just feels different. You can't really tell as much, and it is. So I'm gonna have some avocado toast, and I'm so happy. So I just wanted to share. I'm also gonna use this spread. It's everywhere here. I don't know what it's really classified as. It was next to the pasta, but it's not really sauce. Maybe it is. It's also kind of a hummus. I don't know if I'm using it correctly in any way. I should probably look it up. But I did Google Translate. There's two of them, and they had this word different. So I looked it up. And it's funny because the translation said angry, which obviously meant spicy, which I thought was funny. It is kind of spicy, but like things aren't spicy here. Oh, excuse me. Things aren't spicy here, though. It's kind of disappointing. Like I got spicy chips. I like spicy chips, and they're just like paprika. Oh my god. Paprika flavor. I'm like, it's not spicy. Is this making me sneeze? Anyways, I had it yesterday on my toast, and it was really good. I can't wait to try it with some avocado, and I have some vegan egg yolk. So let's make it. Before I put the seitan on, look how beautiful this looks. I put the hummus, avocado, red pepper flakes, vegan egg. Looks delish. Final product. Yum. So I've decided to venture out into the world today. It's a beautiful day and I feel like I ought to since yesterday was rainy, and it's nice to take a little adventure for myself every day. So that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know where I'm gonna end up or what I'm gonna do. I do need to look for a Christmas present for my partner, and I have something in mind, so hopefully I can get that. But it's really hard. He always gives really good presents, and I tried to be like him in that way, but it's hard, especially when you can't order anything online. It really has to be around here, like local. So we'll see. I have an idea for that. I might pick that up if I can find it. I'm not gonna say anything because he's probably gonna watch this. So yeah, I'm just gonna head out and see where my feet take me. I just got back from my outing, so I thought I would show what I got. I went to the markets right near me and I got this sweater, this fake collar tan sweater moment with these cute little pom-poms. I just tried it on. It is cute on, but I think after I left I was a little confused because I've been living out of a suitcase for so long that I'm just rotating the same outfits, and I haven't really bought clothes for myself in so long, and I literally got rid of all the clothes I owned. So I think I'm just having some sort of identity crisis with my clothing, but I am getting a light green winter jacket, and I have this pastel plaid scarf. So the vision was this with the light green jacket and blue jeans and the scarf and boots. That was the vision. That's my vision with this. I also really like this girl on TikTok. She has really great outfits and I like her. I'll put some pictures here. So anyways, I also went to Calcedonia, which is a socks and tights store, and I bought 2 pairs of socks, which are kind of bougie, but I have a pair of socks on from them right now and I love them. They're my favorite socks. I can't wait until after I wear them and I wash them, then I can wear them again because they're so soft. And you know when cotton socks go through the washer a couple times and they're just hard and scratchy? Like, these do not do that, so I am really a fan. I got a green color that has this sort of sparkly material. I thought it was cute and festive. And I also got, I don't know, see, now that I come back and I look at these things, like I got these socks, these Argyle socks, which I think are cute, but like, why am I having a preppy moment right now? I don't know what's come over me. That's my little haul, and I also got a little prezzy for my partner, and I was so indecisive about it. And the lady was just like standing next to me, which is so funny because in Croatia and Greece too, like when you walk in a store and they ask you, what do you need help with? People respond. You know, in the US, you just tell them, no, I'm just looking. It's very normal to actually be helped by the employees in the store, which is just so different from my life experience. And so they'll stand next to you while you're looking at stuff, like waiting for you to ask a question or if you need any help and stuff. And I just feel stressed out when that happens. Like, it happened with the sweater, so maybe that's why I got the sweater. And it did happen with the socks too. So it was my little outing. So yes, I'm gonna make lunch and put stuff away and then read finally. Yeah, that's what everyone's here for. So I'll get to it. About 70% of the way through A Winter's Promise with like an hour and a half left, and I felt really up and down about this book. It started off really strong. I loved the characterization of Ophelia. I thought the magic was interesting. I liked her relationship with her family, and then she gets swept away and I'm like, okay, you know, there's still promise here. And then she gets swept away again, and she's been kind of stagnant in this storyline, and I feel like her character has been very limited for such a long time. I don't believe that there are enough likable characters at the moment, which are things that I need if this is all character driven basically. I don't think that the magic system is described well. And I think the romance is seriously lacking because they really have not interacted at all in this book, and I'm almost done with it. So those are a lot of my thoughts. I sound like a big hater right now, and I kind of am. I don't hate it, but I'm just dreading reading it, finishing it. It's just not my thing. It definitely is YA, and you know, if I read it in a different part of my life, maybe I would like it more. But the tropes used in YA just are not my thing. So that's why I'm feeling that way, but I am going to finish it to see how it wraps up. I did see a review that was like, what the heck was that? I don't know if that meant from the general portion of the book or the ending specifically, so we'll see about that. But yeah, I just really want the plot to develop in some way, and it's just not developed in so long. And it's frustrating. The author keeps trying to like sprinkle in little like, oh, this just happened, oh, this just happened. It's just like, okay, but I know that she's going to leave this place eventually. So it just feels like filler. Like, just get her to where this is supposed to be already, please. So those are my thoughts, and I will read and give my final thoughts very soon. I finally finished Winter's Promise. I'm so glad I just powered through because I could definitely feel myself getting in a reading slump, which is not good. So it's definitely a 2-star read for me. It had so much potential in the beginning. I was so excited for an atmospheric, wintry book to put me in this December mood, this Christmas mood. And instead, I feel like I got this very jumbled YA fantasy book that just didn't know what it wanted to be and was borrowing a lot of concepts from other books and history almost. And at the end, it just felt very messy. It was really disappointing. Like, there wasn't a cohesive theme with a lot of things. I didn't understand why she had those 2 powers. And it just felt like the author wanted to do a lot of things in this book, but in the end, she accomplished nothing. And that's really disappointing. I wish she instead really honed in one aspect of magic or theme or concept, etc., and made that really good in this book. But instead, you know, it wasn't like that. So that's unfortunate. So it is feeling like a 2-star. Like how I mentioned in the 80% check-in, I really feel the same way by the end of the book, which I thought was going to happen, and that's why I was dreading it. So people do say that the second book is better. I don't know why it would be better. I do see the setup for a lot of things to come, but it just felt like a lot of information was given and not enough answers almost. And yeah, so I will not be continuing with the series, unfortunately. I'm really sorry to be a hater. This is supposed to be a Vlogmas happy vlog, and it was not for me. But now I am free to read all of the Christmas books I want, and I'm really excited. So if you want to watch those, subscribe, because those will be coming out soon. Like the one I just downloaded, I'm really excited. It's called Snowflakes and Secrets in the Scottish Highlands, and it's about a woman who falls in love with a vet. And I'm really excited for that one. So yes, those are my next reading plans. Thanks for watching.